Introducing the 3-part options course with Hans Albrecht. Get access for free by scanning this QR code or clicking on the link in the description.
I hope you had a great week. So as you can see here, we did actually ended up having that wave. See, we finished that around Monday and we did end up having that bounce to the upside. So, I mean, it's still on track to follow along that green path to go make a new high before we actually come down. So, I mean, we are at an important resistance level. As you can see here, I have spoken about how we must keep over this 6030 level to continue higher. So yeah, we could have a little bit of digestion at this level, but as long as we get bought, we should continue moving to the upside. It shouldn't go any lower than 5924. If it does, then the market is very, very weak and we could follow along that red path. But for now, we're doing well to follow the green path, and any digestion should ideally get bought up and continue moving higher. And you can see here the reason for that is we did have that digestion in the dollar, so you need the dollar to again have a little bit more selling to see more momentum in the market. And see here, Wix had a massive rejection of that supply level, and as long as we kind of keep below this 16.5, we're at risk to come down to this 13.5 level. We look at the chart of QQQ and we can see that again bounced off the bottom of the channel, and we're trying to follow along the blue path and push into the top of this channel. So still on track to do that. We look at Bitcoin, kind of the same thing. We expected this to be a wave 4, and now we're kind of pushing into the wave 5. So stocks like Coin that we had on our watch list is kind of having a massive bounce, and you can see here MSTR as well. This is the channel we're breaking out. So as long as it holds, they could come down to fill this gap, but as long as they hold above, they will continue to break out and move higher. So with all that being said, let's look at the yields, and you can see here we did have a little bit of digestion. So the yields, this bounce must get rejected and continue to digest if you want to see any continuation in IWM. Right now we are still kind of holding against that 228 resistance and 210 is support, so it needs to break out of either. We're still kind of in no man's land. So let's look at this week's watch list. The first one I have is Boeing, and so you can see here we had an inside day, we broke above. So if we have continuation, then it should be this week. So you would ideally, this is resistance, so over 172, Boeing likely breaks out to 176, 180 and pushes into the next resistance level at 186. So bigger picture, we have broken out of this channel, had a little bit of digestion. Now I expect us to continue moving higher on Boeing. LLY was a short that I've discussed. You can see here, we broke down, came down into 720. So now below 725, we can continue selling into 700, and we have a gap fill to come down into that 670 level. So LLY is a continued short. You could look at Nvidia again. Though after, testing a new high, we did come back all the way down into that 128 support level. So it is trying to play games, but again, you can see here, we did have that bounce. So this 138, 139 level will hold a supply. If it breaks above 139, 140, then again, we're going to go back to retest that 153 and go up further to make a new high. So this was a continuous wave 4, and now we have to break out for a wave 5 on Nvidia. Last but not the least, oil did have a nice bounce, but even the bounce could have some more digestion. So you can see here, this is the 1.618 FIB. So if it is to break 112, we can come down to retest that 111, 110 area before we move up higher again. So you can see a short term, some little bit of selling maybe in XOM. So yeah, that's all I have for this week. I hope you have a great day.
Join Chase to trade with Rithika and other experts. Subscribe to LaDuc Trading YouTube channel for more Wolf's weekly wave list videos and other content.